Yeah, right guys, this is Game Boy Luke here, and welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This is against a guy that goes by the name of TheDarkSylveon. He is a pretty chill guy. He helped me get a couple of new Pokemon, and I also traded him a couple of Pokemon in return. He's actually using one of them in his team, which is the Victini. But no, yeah, if you want to go check him out, he's got. I'll leave his Twitter and his YouTube in the description below. But no, yeah, let's get into this team preview real quick. As you can see, this guy's carrying the Victini and the Latias. I'm also carrying the Latias, but they're two completely different Pokemon. They may be running, I think they're running the same nature. I don't know about EV spread, but I'm pretty sure they're running the same nature. But yeah, he's also carrying the Victini, which is the one I gave him. He's also got the Sizzle, which is, I'm assuming is his Mega, because there's no other Pokemon in his team that can Mega Evolve, so I assumed that was his Mega. He's also got the Dragonite, and he's also got the Jellicent, and Jellicent is a pain in the ass. I'm not even gonna lie, this thing is a freaking monster. I'm also running a few new Pokemon in my team. I've got the Electrode, I'm using a Ferrothorn and a Donphan, a Blastoise. I don't think I've showed off the Blastoise yet, and I'm also running the shiny Latias that I got from Mo. I think I got it from Heated Mo. He asked me to clone it a few times, and I also kept one for myself, so that's that. This Donphan is a slightly different set. It's a choice band set. I don't know how many people are running these at the moment, but I went for a choice band set, and it's got a couple of egg moves on it. I'm also running Ferrothorn. Now, the idea of this team is I'm running with my Electrode as well, is to like paralyze, and then maybe try and late game sweep with like Typhlosion or my Blastoise, and then Donphan is also there because those three Pokemon aren't the fastest. Typhlosion's the fastest out of the three of them, but it's easier to like revenge kill and sweep if the Pokemon are paralyzed. So I basically just cripple the team with paralysis and then do my damage. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get straight into this battle. So obviously I'm gonna lead with the Electrode. I wasn't quite sure what he was gonna lead in with, but I wanted to lead in with my Electrode because I can pretty much just be a pain in the ass in general. So he's gonna go to his Dragonite here, and I thought. I didn't know what kind of set this Dragonite was, but I'm going to go straight for the Taunt anyway, just to make sure he hasn't got Substitute or he's going to use Thunder Wave or anything like that. So I go for the Taunt, and he was actually going to use a Dragonite right off the bat, so that was lucky that I used Taunt. And then I'm just going to go for the Thunder Wave and Paralyze him, and then I'm going to get the Power Hack. So this is a great start already. I'm going to switch out here because Electrode's done his work. I don't need him out here anymore. And I'm just going to go into Ferrothorn. Now, I completely forgot that Dragonite runs Fire Punch. I don't know what it was, I just completely forgot. And what makes things worse, that Ferrothorn is just so slow. And the paralysis, the fact that Dragonite is paralyzed does nothing. So he's just going to go for the Fire Punch, attack first, Fire Punch the Ferrothorn and absolutely destroy this thing. Now, that was kind of a silly play on my part, although it kind of helped because the Iron Barbs reduced his HP slightly, which removed the multi-scale. But I mean, I could have probably used the... Oh no, he's got leftovers, so I mean, it's HP for cleaning anyway, but I could have probably used the Ferrothorn later on in the game. But no, I'm going to go into Donphan. Like I said, now that this Dragonite is paralyzed, I can easily just come in here, play rough, and destroy this Dragonite. Now, I don't think the leftovers recovered him to full HP, so I don't think the multi-scale was actually working there. But yeah, he's going to go into Jellicent, and I thought it would be too obvious for me to go for another play rough, for me to switch out, sorry, so I just go for another play rough. Although he predicted me to stay in and goes to the Scald straight away. I mean, I could have switched into something else, but whatever. I obviously don't want to stay in and take another one of those Scalds because it would absolutely destroy me. So I'm going to switch out right here, and I'm going to go straight into my Latias because this thing is an absolute monster. I love this thing. Shiny Latias is OP. He's going to go for the Scald, and unfortunately he's going to get the burn on me here. So there's a little bit of hacks each way now. He got the burn, I got the paralysis. It's kind of balancing out. And then I'm thinking, right, I'm just going to go for a Draco Meteor. I know how specially defensive this thing is, and I probably could have gone for a Psycho Shock, what am I talking about, a Psy Shock, and it might have done more damage, but Draco Meteor looks cooler, so I chose that, no. Anyway, I'm going to go for the Draco Meteor, and the leftovers actually saves this Jellicent as, yeah, he survives by a tiny amount of HP, and then uses Recover to get that HP back, which kind of sucks. If he didn't have those leftovers, I would have been able to take him out. At least I know Draco Meteor does a clean 50% damage to this Jellicent. Right, so I'm going to be taking burn damage, which isn't going to help because I'm life orbed as well, so I'm taking a lot of damage right now. But now that Latias' special attack has been reduced, I'm just going to go back into, go out into my Blastoise because I know he can take anything that this Jellicent wants to throw at me. So I'm going to go for the Ice Beam, and of course, it's going to freeze me. Now at this point I'm thinking, shit, I need this I keep thinking Dragonite, this Blastoise. This Blastoise is powerful and I need it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go for the Mega Evolution because I want to have the Mega Evolution, I want Mega Blastoise's stats and stuff ready for when he defrosts, if he defrosts. So I'm currently stuck in this frozen position and I can't do anything, and it's really annoying because I'm not thawing out or anything. So what I'm going to do right here is switch out because I kind of predicted the Thunderbolt, and I go into my Donphan, and that's exactly what this guy goes for. He goes for the Thunderbolt and it's not going to affect my Donphan. I'm going to go for the Ice Shard. I didn't know how much damage this was going to do. I just kind of wanted to get some damage off on this thing, and it does like, I don't know, 35% damage. It's going to go for a Dragon Pulse, and Donphan isn't very specially defensive, so that's easily going to take him out right there. And as I noticed, he's also got Life Orb, so his HP's been reduced slightly. I'm going to go out into my own Latias, and this is where things got intense, because I didn't realise that his Latias was also timid, so there was a bit of a speed tie right there. I was kind of lucky, I think. There might have been a speed tie, I don't know what his IVs were, but if he had max IVs and speed and max EVs and speed and was timid nature, there was a speed tie there and I got lucky, but obviously I can't judge that completely. I'm just going to take damage from Life Orb and Fire and the Burn here, so also my special attack's also been reduced again, so I'm going to switch out again and I'm going to go back into my Blastoise because I know this Jellicent can't do anything to it once again. The Surfs and the Ice Beams are going to do nothing. So I'm just going to eat up those hits and wait for this guy to defrost, which doesn't happen, but I'm hoping for the Thaw out. So what I do here is I go for the Dark Pulse because I know Jellicent's part Ghost type, I think. So I'm gonna go for the Dark Pulse here, and that would easily take out this Victini, but of course I'm still frozen, and this is where the smart play comes in. I know this Victini's moveset because it's the one I gave him, and I know he's gonna go for the Thunderbolt. So what I do is I come into my Electrode, I take the Thunderbolt, and then I'm thinking this Victini is gonna go for a Fire attack. So what I do is I paralyze this thing. Just want to get the paralysis off. And luckily I get the Power Hacks here. Yeah, I get the Power Hacks here. And then I think, yeah, he's going to use a Fire attack. So let me switch out right here. And I go back in to my Blastoise. Now that this Victini is paralyzed, I'm faster than it. And if he uses a Fire attack, which he does, he uses Fusion Flare. And that is going to defrost me. And now that I'm defrosted, I can wreak as much havoc as I want to. So I'm just going to go for the Dark Pulse here. I should have probably gone for the Water Pulse, but Dark Pulse kills it anyway. And obviously with Blastoise's Mega Launcher, Pulse and Aura moves are stronger. So I'm actually carrying Water Pulse, Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse and Dragon Pulse. Then he comes into a Scizor. I'm going to go for the Aura Sphere because I wanted to get some damage off. I didn't want to go for Water Pulse straight away. I didn't know which one was going to do more damage, if I'm honest with you, and then I realised Water Pulse would probably do more because it has the stab on it as well. So I'm going to go for the Aura Sphere here. It's going to be boosted by Mega Launcher, and it's only going to do like 35%, maybe 40% damage. And then he doesn't choose to go for Bullet Punch again. I go for the Water Pulse and take it out. So maybe I got weak damage Aura Sphere and high damage Water Pulse. I'm not really too sure, but he's going to come into a Skarmory, and I'm just going to go for another Water Pulse. And that's going to do some pretty nice damage. It doesn't take it out, funnily enough, and the Skarmory's going to be able to get Brave Bird off. Luckily, Blastoise is hench as fuck, and he takes that hit and survives with like 22 HP, so that's always good. He's gonna switch out here. I don't know why he switched out. I mean, Skarmory is kind of useless right here. I guess it predicted me to go for the Water Pulse, which I didn't go for because I actually went for the Dark Pulse and I misclicked and hit Aura Sphere instead. So if I'd gone for the Dark Pulse, this Jellicent would have taken heavy damage already. But now I go for the Dark Pulse, now that I know his Pokemon is out here. And it's going to take him down to like, I don't even know, 20% damage, and he's going to go for the Scald. And Blastoise is just going to take that hit as well. I'm sitting here with 6 hit points. And that's going to be pretty much the game. I'm just going to go for another Dark Pulse here. He's going to switch into a Skarmory. And I'm going to Dark Pulse that or Water Pulse that thing and just win this game. So I thought that the highlight of this game was really the play I made on Thor and Blastoise out, because if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been able to take down the rest of his team. So that was, I thought it was a pretty good move on my part anyway. But if you've enjoyed this battle, then don't forget to leave a rating, a comment, and all that jazz. And don't forget to check out the TheDarkSylveon out too, because he's a pretty cool guy. And I just got to say a huge thank you to everyone that's recently subscribed from the Hardy Tech Yo-Yo. I can't believe how many subscribers I've gained over this last 12 hours. It's been absolutely ridiculous. And I just got to say thanks to everybody that's subscribed. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you'll stick around for more of these videos. Thanks for watching again, and I will see you guys later.